It's Sunday, and yes, I haven't done an upload for ages, so I thought I'd give you an update on the camper van build. I've been doing the electrics, which is very time consuming, a learning curve and enjoyable at the same time. So I'm going to show you what I've been up to and how I've installed it so far, ready for the next part. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. I've loved it, and this is what I've done so far. So I have connected the Renogy Rover 60 amp controller. Excuse me. I have fitted the Renogy 300 watt inverter. I have then fitted the, I'll just turn the camera around so you can see better, hang on. The Renogy Bluetooth Lithium phosphate battery. That can work in 12 volt or 24 volt. I've fitted a fuse. And obviously I've got to tidy up all these cables, that's obvious. And then I fitted the Bluetooth receiver down that end. So if you can imagine, the beds go in there, toilets go in there, and where I'm sat is the kitchen. So I wanted all the electrics as close to the front of the van and battery, and away from the sleeping area, because who wants to sleep on top of a battery? Not me. So, and it's accessible to change it. It's secured. I've secured it with these cool brackets. I'll show you these brackets. See these brackets there? That battery's going nowhere. It's all secured to the van. The next stage is then to sort out these lights, basically, for the skylights, which got there. And they're going to run from this system, the same as the light bar on the front. It's all going to run from the solar rather than the car battery. Then we've got a DC charger for the car battery, or van battery, and some other gadgets to fit on this system are a Renogy 30 amp PWM, a Renogy 1M1 circuit board brain. I've then got to fit all this for the 12 volt system, so I can run all the bits and bobs I want to run off the solar. And there's the Adventure solar charging controller. So yes, I've had to buy loads of electrical bits. Another thing there from Renogy. I don't know what that is, I can't remember. It's a learning curve. I've had to buy loads of bits from Renogy, and I've had to buy loads of new bits of equipment. But I'll use that in the gas work I'm doing. So my homework tonight is to read about that. And to read about that. And probably have a look at that. Have a read up on it. And then download all the apps so they're on my phone, so I can control the voltage and everything coming from the solar panels. And then obviously anything that I've missed, like I don't know what that bit's for. I've got loads to learn about campervan conversion electrics, but I'm feeling pretty confident, and yeah, nothing's gone bang since I've done it yesterday, so that's good. I mean, we haven't got much sun here today, so the solar's not kicked in, but I would have loved to have shown you the solar, but I can show you the battery through the inverter. So from a complete novice, I have light coming from that. So that is a good start, isn't it? A big shout out to my big supplier KAIWEETS, and they sent me this multimeter about a year ago now, I'd say, and now I'm using it tenfold. Basically, I had to check the DC voltage of my solar panels to identify the cables, because as you can see here, there's no identification which is plus and which is negative. But by using a multimeter as such, you can identify by the amount of voltage that's going through the plus. By using the red or minus probe, you can tell if that's the plus or that's the negative. So that really did help. Obviously I've got to do my homework, because at the moment I'm stuck in moon mode because the weather's not very bright in Wales. But yeah, 2 bits of kit which have been very helpful in this build has been the KAIWEETS HT28208D multimeter, and some other bits I got from eBay which have been very helpful doing all the electrical stuff. I think the best thing was buying stuff like this. I mean, why would a carpenter and joiner gas engineer need something like that? But I got those crimps, big crimps for battery terminals. This was a really good buy. That was also on eBay. Buying some cable so I could do all my testing, because I had to identify on this ring what was the internal lights from when it was a police van. So I've done that by using those cables, and I've also discovered how much voltage I need to charge these on the system. So all in all, I'm really happy. All in all, I'm really happy with what I've done. I'm a complete novice when it comes to wiring, but I tell you what, it's really straightforward if you've got those really good multimeters on your side, because you can test everything dead before you connect everything. And when you're doing polarity, DC voltage, AC voltage, you know you're not going to go bang. So that's my Sunday. Slow you go, faster you go.